Hello everyone, a warm welcome back to our channel MedSeekers. How are you all? Hope you are doing good and staying safe. So what can you expect from this video? These classes are revision classes of preventive and social medicine. Like I'll be discussing some important MCQs which you can expect in your exam, like with detailed explanations. Some students have asked, ma'am, can you please tell this lesson, lectures, all that. See, you have very shortage of time, only 15 days left for your exam. So I thought, why can't I explain with MCQs? When we are discussing, we'll gain lot of knowledge, right? In that way I have started this series. I hope it will be helpful for you. It will be helpful for students who are going to appear NIMHANS entrance exam, JIPMER MPH entrance exam, JNU MPH entrance exam, Rajiv Gandhi University entrance exam, Central University common entrance test, and it will be even helpful for NEET PG because you will have PSM subject, right? Somewhat similar questions you can expect. So I'll be discussing all that questions in this video. If you are a student who are appearing for any of these exams, this will be helpful for you. Watch till the end. So let's dive into our video. Our first question is, who is regarded as father of public health? Option A, Louis Pasteur. Option B, cholera. Option 3, John Snow. Option 4, Robert Koch. I would love to see all your comments. How many of you know who is regarded as father of public health? Comment all your answers. See, one basic thing you should remember, every mark is value in a entrance exam, so please be very careful before you mark your answers. Some entrance exams do have negative marking also. Before marking your answer, be confident. You should have your valid reason why your answer is correct. See, like father of public health, to people who don't know who is father of public health, remember one basic thing, father of public health is a disease, it's not scientist name. So among given 4 options, they have mentioned only one disease, that is cholera. So your answer is cholera. Why not other things? I have seen many people marking father of public health as John Snow. No, John Snow is the father of modern epidemiology. He is not father of public health. When your question is who is regarded as father of epidemiology, then you should mark it as John Snow. But when they ask you clearly father of public health, if they have mentioned cholera option, your answer should be cholera. And coming to Pasteur, you know he is a microbiologist and very famous for pasteurization technique. Coming to Robert Koch, he is microbiologist and he is famous for Koch phenomenon and Koch postulates. So your answer is cholera. I hope I am clear with my explanation. Any doubts, you can please comment and let me know. Coming to question number 2. Every time please read the question very carefully. They didn't ask you like what is epidemiological triad, what is it included. They asked you epidemiological triad or all included except. This except you should note that. See, normally what is epidemiological triad? Agent, host, environment consist of epidemiological triad, right? Here we have agent, host, environment. They asked question, what are all included except. So investigator is not included in epidemiological triad. So your answer is investigator. Coming to question number 3. Quarantine is separation of healthy individuals. Option A, for longest incubation period of disease, for shortest incubation period of disease, for twice the incubation period of disease, for period of generation of time. So like before answering this question, I would like to know how many of you know difference between quarantine and isolation. See, quarantine is done for healthy individuals, isolation is done for sick patients, like not to spread the infection to other people or to prevent the spread of disease, that is isolation. Isolation is done for sick patients, quarantine is done for healthy individuals. Remember this point. Coming to this, and one more question, like what is the quarantine period for COVID-19? As we are ongoing through pandemic situation, right? Comment and let me know what is the COVID-19 quarantine period, how many days a person should stay in quarantine. And coming to this, quarantine is separation of healthy individuals for longest incubation period. Question number 4. The heart of randomized control trial is A, protocol, B, intervention, C, randomization, D, none of the above. See, a question itself is indicating, the name itself is telling randomized control trial. Just think, why do we do randomized control trials? Heart of randomized control trial is randomization because it prevents bias and many other confounding factors, all that. So heart of randomized control trial is randomization. Coming to question number 5, all of the following are experimental or interventional studies except randomized control trials, field trials, community trials, ecological studies. See these three, it's very easy question. These three are experimental and interventional studies, ecological studies and observational study which we do on population. So your answer should be ecological study. Coming to gold standard study for clinical study researchers, its systematic review meta-analysis is considered as a gold standard study for clinical research. It gives us highest evidence, that's why we call it as gold standard study for clinical research. Coming to our next question, Salk vaccine is it live vaccine? Is it live attenuated vaccine? Is it killed vaccine? Is it toxoid vaccine? So what is your answer? You do comment, I'll see all your comments. See K here, I would like to tell one mnemonic, K for killed vaccine. Remember that Salk vaccine is killed vaccine and it is used for poliomyelitis. What is the another vaccine we are using in poliomyelitis? That also you comment. I would like to know how many of you know what is Salk vaccine, what is Sabin's vaccine, what is BCG vaccine, and why do we use BCG? BCG we use for tuberculosis. Yeah, disinfectant is the one which option A kills the bacteria and spores, option B kills bacteria only, option C kills viruses only, option C kills viruses. So what's your answer? See, always remember disinfectant is the one which kills only bacteria. Through sterilization only we can kill bacteria and spores. So your option is disinfectant kills bacteria only. To answer this kind of questions, you should know what is the difference between disinfection, sterilization, all that. But disinfectant is the one which kills bacteria, sterilization is the one which kills bacteria, spores. Coming to our 9th question, the vector for KFD is, what do KFD stands for? Kaiser forest disease. Option A Aedes aegypti, option B heart tick, option C Culex mosquito, option D Xenophthella. So what is your answer? See here, I have clearly mentioned only heart tick, that's why your answer can be heart tick. Suppose sometimes they do mention geographical location, that time be very careful. See, in India it's heart tick, outside India it's soft tick. Hope I am clear with this. In India it's hard tick, outside India it's soft tick. Coming to question number 10, helpline for AIDS can be reached by calling 1079, 1091, 1097, 1098. Your answer is 1097. See, another question I would like to ask is, see, we are in a pandemic situation. What is the helpline number for calling COVID-19? That you comment and tell me. See, that answer is 1075. This is COVID helpline number. You should remember all this. As being a public health professional, you are going to write public health entrance exam, right? They'll be asking all basics of PSM. So remember all these small points, like where you can score. Some questions will be tricky and some questions will be very easy. So don't lose your marks on like very easy questions. Births in India must be registered within option A 7 days, option B 21 days, option C 1 year, option D 1 month. Your answer should be 21 days. Births and deaths in India should be registered within 21 days. Not only births, even deaths also, it should be registered within 21 days. State used as yardstick of health in India. Option A Tamil Nadu, option B Kerala, option C Andhra Pradesh, option D Gujarat. Your answer should be Kerala. Kerala is considered as yardstick for judging health status in India. Kerala has achieved high levels of health similar to developed countries even on moderate levels of income through strong political commitment to equitable socio-economic development. They have achieved really very good literacy wise also, healthcare system wise also. Kerala stands the best. So remember this point. Even their IMR is also very good. Infant mortality rate. Coming to question number 13, commonest cause of neonatal mortality in India is option A diarrheal diseases, option B birth injuries, option C low birth weight, option D congenital anomalies. See, like when they ask you like neonatal mortality, please be very careful. Sometimes they can ask you like different questions. Be very careful, read the question properly. Coming to neonatal mortality, it's low birth weight and premature deaths. Nowadays we are seeing lots of low birth weight babies, they are dying, and because of prematurity also, low birth weight and prematurity, this is the most common cause. Coming to this one, Road to Health Card or the growth chart was first designed by, this one you have to definitely memorize. When you read the word growth chart, remember it's David Morley. When you read the word growth chart, you should get first thought in your mind is David Morley is the answer. This is like a end of our video question and answer session. Last question is, the behavioral science used extensively in PSM is anthropology, economics, politics, law. Your answer easily anybody can answer this, it's anthropology. See, in this video I have picked out some easy questions, some were tricky and some were very easy. Some questions from biostats, occupational health and many other topics I didn't cover. Like in my upcoming videos I'll be covering all that. Just like these questions are basic and you should be strong enough in your basics so that you will not miss scoring in your basic questions. That's the reason behind this video. I hope it's helpful for you, or if anything is not clear, kindly comment and let me know. I'll see to all your comments and I'll try to do my best in upcoming videos. See, watch this video very carefully and note down how many of you are doing out of 15 questions, how many of your answers are right and how can you improve, which topic you are weak, all that. So kindly attend all this revision series classes. Any doubts or if you are lagging in any topic and if you are not clear with any of your answer and you want much more explanation, you are free to comment. I'll try to address all your doubts as soon as possible. If you really felt that our channel is helpful for you, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching MedSeekers. If you liked our video, do hit that fat like button and share it with your friends who are preparing for Masters in Public Health exams. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if it's helpful for you. Stay tuned. See you all tomorrow with another beautiful video.